So if I go to Rakib, so does the decline in those identifying as Christian and the sort of changing sort of profile in certain cities like Leicester and Birmingham, does it matter?
Well, I think that we can see here that, in my view, the primary cause of the decline in Christian identification is primarily down to the rapid secularisation of the white British mainstream. In the 2001 census, over 7 in 10 people in England and Wales described themselves as Christian. That's now down to 46.2% in the latest census data. I have seen some questionable takes suggesting that this is the result of recent large-scale immigration. I would actually argue the opposite. I would say that immigration is one of the main reasons why the Christian faith is being kept alive. In certain parts of England, including my hometown of Luton. You'll see that there are Black African and Eastern European migrants which have recently arrived in England, which are very much filling the pews of churches and renovating churches in many urban parts of the country. So I think that some of the discourse surrounding the declining Christian identification has been somewhat questionable.
Rakib, I mean, in terms of the cities where the racial profile has changed to such an extent now that white people are a minority in those cities, I mean, do you think that matters, or I mean, is the levels of integration of those cities more important than the actual numbers?
Well, I think that, Philip, we have to make a difference between white British and white overall. I think that what was very interesting that came out of the most recent census is that the white other category, which primarily consists of people of Polish and Romanian origin, that's increased from 4.4% in the last census to 6.2%. So there's an important differentiation to be made there. Of course, we now live in a country which I would consider to be more ethnically and religiously heterogeneous society. So that means that may well bring challenges when it comes to social cohesion. We saw the recent disorders in Leicester. So I think that policymakers and politicians, I think they should use the new census data as a catalyst to really scale up their efforts to cultivate social solidarity in more diverse parts of the country.